Hi, my name is John Bull, and welcome to a PC repair tech demo focusing on power supplies. A couple things you're going to need to troubleshoot a power supply is a screwdriver, a bent paper clip, possibly some cable ties, and a multimeter. Some of the symptoms you're going to run into if your PC power supply is failing. Your PC might not turn on at all, no fan noise. Your PC might spontaneously reboot or shut off and not be bootable. This happens around 3 years or so, or in underpowered systems where the power supply is overtaxed. In this system, I have a power supply that I think is going bad, so I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot it and replace it with a new power supply. Alright, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get the power supply to turn on, but we don't want the computer to turn on. So to do that, we're going to unplug the 24-pin connector from the motherboard, and we're going to jump the power on wire with this bent paper clip, and you're going to want to stick that in the 16 and 17 pins. You'll see when you look at the motherboard connector, there's this pin that is empty. That's pin 20. So from that pin we can count to the left 4 spaces to get to the 16th pin, and stick that paper clip right in there, and then the one next to it, that'll be 16 and 17, and then you can turn on the system, and you should hear the fan noise from the power supply. You can go ahead and trace a black wire and a red wire down to the pins and plug in your multimeter. If you turn it to the volt side on the lowest setting, you should see around 12 volts. That'll tell you that the power supply is good. If you see less than 11 or 10 volts coming out of there, then your power supply is no good, and that's the reason for your problem. So this power supply is no good, so we're going to go ahead and replace it. Basically, to start doing that is unplug all the wires that are heading to the power supply. It'll be for your hard drive, your optical drive. There'll be a CPU power, and maybe any other devices that you have plugged in, some PCI, slots have power, anything like that. Just unplug it, and then you're going to unscrew the 4 bolts that hold the power supply to the case on the back here, and fit the new power supply in its spot. Alright, at this point it's pretty simple. We're just going to plug in the power plugs into all the devices, same in reverse order that you unplugged them. So into your hard drive and your optical drive and motherboard and CPU. And one extra step you might want to consider doing is taking cable ties and tying everything down and sort of positioning it out of the way of the motherboard and any fans and any hot components like the graphics card and the CPU and memory chips, just to both protect your wires, to create better flow of air, to cool the system, and also just to make it easier on you when you go to troubleshoot anything else. Alright, that completes this tech demo. Thanks, and I hope this helps you with your power supply problems.